said, Islam respects Jesus and Mary, but Christians doesn't respect Muhammad.
Why would they?
Abu Faisal, have you listened to anything we've said? The picture of Jesus presented by the scriptures that your prophet affirmed as the inspired, preserved, authoritative word of God, affirmed Jesus as the divine Son of God who died on the cross for sins and rose from the dead. Islam says, oh, even though we affirm those scriptures, Jesus isn't the divine Son of God. He didn't die on the cross and didn't rise from the dead. Oh, and he's the biggest failure in the history of prophets. But we respect him. Does that sound like you're respecting him? This would be like me coming up and saying, if I came up to you and said this, Abu Faisal, if I came up to you and I said, you know, Muhammad was actually a Buddhist. He preached Buddhism, but his writings, you know, his writings afterwards were all corrupted by evil people, and he was a total failure and couldn't get his message across. And so the religion that, you know, people focus on him, you know, Islam, is just totally wrong. It's all a bunch of nonsense that he didn't even believe in. But we respect him because we said he's a Buddhist. Would that be respecting him? You'd say, that's not respecting him. What are you talking about? That's what you would say, right? Somehow you think, hey, we're saying that Jesus, I mean, my goodness, the worst thing I can imagine calling someone is a prophet of Islam. If you're saying you're a prophet and someone is a prophet in the same line with that sicko pervert, Muhammad, that is like the biggest insult. I would not say that of my worst enemy. I would not go up to the evilest man in the world and say, you're a prophet of the great God Allah. I wouldn't say that. That's too mean, right? You guys are saying that you're respecting Jesus by saying he's merely that. He's not the divine Son of God who died on the cross for sins and rose from the dead. He's prophet of Islam who accomplished absolutely nothing that lasted. Everything he did was corrupted. He was the worst communicator ever, except for possibly Allah and Muhammad. But we respect him. Nonsense, man.
Let me tell you something to Muslims who ask that question.